To promote understanding, clinical training, and effective communication to health professionals and the public. Objectives of pharmacovigilance are to decrease mortality and morbidity associated with adverse events, to identify unrecognized adverse drug events, early detection of unknown ADRs. Early detection of ADRs quantify previously recognized adverse drug reaction, detection of increase in frequency of adverse drug reactions, pharmacovigilance activities can use of examples of drugs withdrawn due to post-marketing surveillance, cisapride, uh, tro- troglytatazone, rapacuronium, cerevastatin. हिस्ट्री ऑफ फार्माकोविजिलेंस में है कि 1848 में हमारा हन्ना डेथ कॉज्ड बाय क्लोरोफॉर्म हन्ना डेथ क्लोरोफॉर्म से हुआ था पीओ से विद द सॉल्वेंट डाइथाइल ग्लाइकोल gastrointestinal toxicity of ASA was proved 1961 में हमारा हुआ है एमसी ब्राइट्स लेटर अबाउट द ट्रेजेडी ऑफ थैलामाइड The yellow card was explained in the UK European legislation developed 1840 death of 14 more thalamides with chloroform 1848 में Anna death uh, due to chloroform chloroform Glasgow Committee was appointed in 1880 by British Medical Association. The US Federal Food and Drug Act was formed on June 13, 1906 to enforce the quality of criteria for drug manufacturing and pharmacopoeias were established, and it established that drugs must be pure and free from any contamination. In 1947, there were 107 deaths in the USA because of sul- sulfonylamide disease. sulfina, sulfin, sulfinia, uh, sulfina like sulfanilamide, sulfanilamide, let's check its recipe. Sulfanilamide laser was a raspberry flavored syrup prepared by sulfanilamide, uh, difficult to dissolve with diethylene glycol solvent to be given to children. It was manufactured by SC Messenville Company of Bristol. The company had tested Nexgen only for its appearance and palatability before launching in the market. In 1937, more than 100 children died after its consumption. The reason was the toxic solvent diethylene glycol सल्फानिलामाइड लेक्चर में जो था वो डाइथाइल ग्लाइकॉल टॉक्सिक सॉल्वेंट यूज हुआ था सल्फानिलामाइड में डाइथाइल ग्लाइकॉल यूज हुआ था after 1937 Tracy required safety testing of new drugs before their market approval that new drug application incorporates safety data. In simple words, it is the manufacturer responsibility to prove safety and efficacy of the drug before marketing authorization. The idea of pharmacovigilance took shape mainly after 1961, after the thalidomide tragedy was reported. Thalidomide uh, marketed in 1956 in Western Germany, was mainly used as hypnotic or sedative drug, and later in order to manage nausea in pregnant women ये यूज हुआ nausea के लिए यूज हुआ बाद में पहले थैलिडोमाइड जो हुआ था वो hypnotic और sedative drug यूज हुआ था. Our babies born to these pregnant mothers suffered from major congenital defect, malformation of limbs जिसको फोकोमेलिया बोलते हैं, malformation of seal like limbs जो थे वो seal थे. First reports of birth defects जो है 1959 में और 13 reports of birth defects in 1961. 10,000 infants affected by फोकोमेलिया. फोकोमेलिया से फोकोमेलिया किससे होता है? थैलिडोमाइड से होता है, हुआ था. सल्फेना सल्फानिलामाइड लेक्चर जो है इसमें डाइथाइलिन ग्लाइकॉल हुआ था जो कि टॉक्सिक सॉल्वेंट था जिससे 100 चिल्ड्रन डाइड आफ्टर कंजम्पशन. After that tragedy, the need for drug monitoring was well established worldwide. Thalidomide just brought about significant changes in the safety monitoring system. Mm, Word over the active participation from regulatory authorities, industry, healthcare workers. In 1960, a committee on safety of drugs was established in UK. WHO's Program for International Drug Monitoring. WHO's Program for International Drug Monitoring began in 1968 with Uppsala Monitoring Center in Sweden being collaborating center for this global initiative. The main function of this coordinating center is communication of safety signals recognized through analysis of global data. उपकला मॉनिटरिंग सेंटर का क्या है? ये कोऑर्डिनेटिंग सेंटर है और इसका फंक्शन है कम्युनिकेशन ऑफ सेफ्टी सिग्नल्स को रिकॉग्नाइज करना थ्रू एनालिसिस ऑफ ग्लोबल डेटा। अरे यार, importance of drug safety monitoring and adverse drug reaction could be unintended in patients voted which occurs as a result of administration of a drug. Drug safety monitoring is a risk mitigation exercise in which areas caused by therapeutic drugs. कितना सारा है यार। थैलेडोमाइड, सल्फानिलामाइड। थोड़ा थोड़ा सा पढ़ लो यार। डेफिनेशन ऑफ ड्रग। ये फार्माकोलॉजिकल साइंस है, फार्माकोलॉजिस्ट और फार्माकोविजिलेंस। तो फार्माकोलॉजी से बना फर्म काफी क्लोज है। फार्माकोलॉजिकल साइंस है जो कि रिलेटेड टू है कलेक्शन, डिटेक्शन, assessment, monitoring, and prevention of adverse drug reaction with pharmaceutical products। जो अपना ये adverse reaction है वो noxious और intended है which occurs at doses normally used in humans for prophylaxis, diagnosis, or therapy of disease for the modification of physiological function। Adverse drug reaction is characterized by a causal relationship between the drug areas have the leading cause of death. Areas lead to increase in hospital admissions or inpatients are prone to develop more radius area, extending hospital stay. Areas are expensive, escalation of hospital costs, areas related to the country और वो cost of medicine से ज़्यादा dangerous है। Small number of patients, restricted population, age, sex, ethnicity, etc. Shorter duration of drug exposure। ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है फार्माकोविजिलेंस के कि ये हमारा मॉर्टेलिटी और मॉर्बिडिटी को डिक्रीज करता है एडवर्स इवेंट्स से होने वाले अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड एडवर्स ड्रग इवेंट्स। न, 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 हम बंद करो यार। कितना सारा है। Quantify previously recognized adverse drug reactions, reduction of increase in frequency of known adverse reactions, identification of risk factors and possible mechanisms underlying adverse drug reactions to evaluate the effectiveness of medicines in real world situations. ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है? मॉर्बिडिटी और मॉर्टेलिटी जो कि इससे एडवर्स इवेंट्स एसोसिएटेड हैं उनको डिक्रीज करना, आइडेंटिफाई करना अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड एडवर्स इवेंट्स, ड्रग इवेंट्स, अर्ली डिटेक्शन ऑफ unknown ADR and drug interactions, quantify previously recognized adverse reactions, detection of increase in frequency of known adverse drug reaction, identification, um, identification of risk factors and possible mechanisms underlying adverse reaction, estimation of quantitative aspects of benefit risk analysis, and spreading of misinformation needed to improve drug prescribing and evaluation to evaluate effectiveness of medicines in real world situations. The International Pharmacovigilance Systems aim to monitor the risk-benefit ratio of drugs as well as to improve patients' safety and their quality of life. Pharmacovigilance activities include collecting and managing data on the safety of medicines. फार्माकोविजिलेंस की एक्टिविटीज क्या है? Collecting and managing data of safety medicines of on the safety of medicines, looking at the individual case reports to detect new signals that is unknown adverse effect of drug. New signals can unknown adverse of unknown adverse effect of drug. Proactive risk management to minimize any potential risks associated with the use of medicines. Communicating and informing stakeholders and persons. Proactive risk management to minimize proactive risk management to minimize any potential risk associated with the use of medicines. Communicating and informing stakeholders and patients. This seamless post-marketing surveillance is primarily aimed at protecting the public. It also allows controlling authorities to modify on the basis of newly discovered signals on the summary product characteristics used by marketing authorization holder for any medicinal product. Thalidomide हो गया, WHO Program for International Monitoring Drug Monitoring began in 1968 with Uppsala Monitoring Center in Sweden being the collaborating center for this global initiative. इसका जो मेन फंक्शन है communication of safety signals recognized through analysis of global data. They also promotes pharmacovigilance at country level. At the end of 2010, 127 countries were part of the WHO program. India became the member of WPIDM in 1998. Importance of safety monitoring, drug safety monitoring. And adverse drug reaction could be any unintended reaction in patient's body which occurs as a result of administration of drug. Drug safety monitoring is a risk mitigation exercise in which areas caused by therapeutic drugs, biologicals, or device can be prevented or minimized. Safety monitoring is a risk mitigation exercise जिसमें areas caused होता है by therapeutic drugs, biologicals, or devices can explored, prevented, or minimized. Drug safety monitoring is an essential um, element for the effective use of medicine and for high quality of medical care. जो ड्रग सेफ्टी मॉनिटरिंग है वो essential element है for the effective use of medicines and high quality of medical care. It has the potential to inspire confidence and trust among the patients and health professionals in the medicines and contributes to raising standards of medical practice. Areas can significantly diminish the quality of life, increase the rate and duration of hospitalization, uh, can increase mortality and morbidity, financial burden on health care authorities increases enormously. जो एरियाज जो होंगे वो क्या कर देंगे डिमिनिश कर देंगे किसको क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ को हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन का रेट और ड्यूरेशन बढ़ा देंगे और इंक्रीज करेंगे मॉर्टिलिटी और मॉर्बिडिटी को फाइनेंशियल बर्डन ऑन हेल्थ केयर अथॉरिटीज इंक्रीज हो जाएगा as the newer discretes are becoming available to the needy population at a faster drug related adverse drug reactions are also becoming more common, severe, and more complex. Pharmacovigilance benefits everyone. Patients are protected from unsafe drugs. Regulators receive pertinent data that helps them to make regulatory decisions. Analysis of ADR data helps to make regulatory decisions. The pharmacovigilance program can help in reducing the cost of damages caused by drugs due to a minimal level. Increased necessity of drugs safety monitoring, limitations of clinical trials, unreliability of preclinical data can yeah, have easy accessibility of drugs. WHO Program for International Drug Monitoring is a group of one WHO प्रोग्राम जो है इंटरनेशनल ड्रग मॉनिटरिंग का वो अराउंड 150 कंट्रीज का है जो शेयर करते हैं विजन ऑफ सेफर एंड मोर इफेक्टिव यूज ऑफ मेडिसिन. They work nationally and collaborate internationally to monitor and identify the harm caused by medicines to reduce the risk of patients and to establish worldwide pharmacovigilance standards and systems. UMC has been responsible for technical and operational aspects for the program since 1978. उपसला मॉनिटरिंग सेंटर स्वीडन में है. हम्म, WHO Program for International Drug Monitoring WPDIM WPIDM WHO Program for International Drug Monitoring जो कि established हुआ 1968 में. The WHO Program for International Drug Monitoring provides a forum for WHO member states to collaborate in monitoring of drug safety and notably the identification and analysis of new drug reaction signals from data submitted to WHO Global Individual Case ICSR database by member countries.